Kicking them out like panic. Go ham it.
That was the wrong intro, nigga. But it's alright.
You know what I'm saying?
The wrong intro, nigga.
The wrong intro?
That wasn't our intro. That was your intro.
It was?
Yeah. I'm gonna need you to do better.
Wait. You should. Okay, let me see. Is it? Hold on. Is it this intro? Let me see. Hold on. Let me try some things.
Remember, it's the SpongeBob looking shit.
Hold on. Is it this intro? Hold on. Ain't that one? Nah. Wait, what about this one? Is it this one?
You awaken to one day have many questions.
You fired. We only made it to episode 2, guys, because he fucking out.
Is it more? It wasn't Morgan Freeman? Hold on, let me see.
Stop playing.
That wasn't it either?
Stop playing with it.
God damn. Okay, maybe it's this one. Let me see. Maybe it's me. Let me see. Maybe it's this one.
M3, tell him, get his shit together. He fucking up.
I think I did it right this time.
Yeah, I think he already trying to get me riled up. I'm trying to be the last part of my name today, not the first part.
Look, you can be whatever part you want. I'm ready for whatever. I'm not dodging no smoke, and I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. What's happening though?
It's a Savagely Intellectual SoapBox podcast, episode 2. Hey, look, I gotta troll sometimes. Come on, I gotta have fun sometimes.
Hey, I'm so used to having control on StreamYard. I'm over here trying to click the comments. I'm so used to having control on StreamYard. I'm trying to put the comments up on the screen. I don't like this shit. Yeah.
Well, just trust me. You know what I mean? I know it's hard for you to trust the leadership of a man, but you gotta.
I'm glad you know that. Mm.
And you know, certain things I'm privy to. So let me give a shout out, pause for the cause real quick. Salute to the homie Rush, what up, boy? You know what I mean? Salute to M3. M3, what's happening? I think Sam's humble like you today. I don't think you were an asshole today, so I think she like you today.
I'm fucking with M3 right now until he says something stupid.
Oh shit! Damn. Then she had a first round on top of that too.
Like
he said, "Get it together, Mr. Bell." Hey, bro. Hey, look, you get it together. We got an interview right after this, brother. So please get it together for the interview.
He was fucking with me, M3. That's all that was. He knew what
I gotta troll sometime. You see the background? See how you should be kicking them out like Pam today? You see that?
That's how I be kicking them niggas out.
Oh, whoa.
All right, nigga, deuces. Kick their ass straight out down the rabbit hole.
Before or after?
I gotta get my nut first. The fuck?
I ain't even asked all that, but good lord.
I'm just saying. You come in peace, great. Congratulations. About time. It's the first for everything.
Oh, damn. All right, y'all, look. We in episode 2, all right? In episode 2, okay, we got a question for y'all, and we got a question for each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes in life, you know, you just try to do the right thing, but it be calling your name, and you try, if you don't get off that goddamn phone, and you try, and trying
to post it. Shut up.
Hey, you supposed to do that beforehand. And you try, no matter how hard you try, You can't help it. You gotta have it. You gotta have this, right? Some people call it temptation. Some people call it a vice, right? You know what I mean? You see, you pass by Julius, you know what I'm saying, downtown Brooklyn. You know you shouldn't be getting no cheesecake. Go take your ass to the gym. What does your extra black ass do? You go right
Take
now,
your ass in there and get the cheesecake.
you go get that cheesecake that you don't need, exactly.
But you better make sure you get the one with the strawberry swirls.
And guess what? Your punk ass is gonna have to go to Brooklyn Hospital, right about 10 minutes away from there.
Hey, it ain't that far. I'm good. I'm in close proximity. I'll be
Shit,
all right.
you ain't gonna be able to walk there. I'll tell you that, but they're gonna have to pick you up. All right, literally.
Carry me.
Oh shit. With that being said, this episode 2. All right, salute to all of Brooklyn, man. Downtown Brooklyn, Julius, Brooklyn Hospital. I was actually born in Brooklyn Hospital. Know what I mean? Shout out to Fort Greene.
I was born in St. John's. What's
Woo, fancy. But
that?
you know what I mean? Let's get it. You know what I mean? Salute to all the hospitals, St. John's, St. Mary's back in the day.
St. Mary's, though. My brother was born in St. Mary's. My little brother was born in Brooklyn Hospital. You know what I mean? We not fucking with Woodhull or Brookdale. No, Brookdale got better. But yeah, Woodhull, we definitely ain't fucking with Woodhull or Kings County.
Not Kings County. Nah.
Kings County fucked my mom up. So Kings County actually made my mom a millionaire.
Kings County for the check.
For the check. Go to Kings County if you're trying to get a check. But they might kill you, so think about it. Right? Yeah, but yeah.
Brooklyn hospitals like that. Goddamn.
I don't know. I mean, St. John's turned into interfaith. They got a little fancy and shit, so they kind of alright. Brookdale actually boosted their shit up. My cousin actually is hospital police over there, so she said they actually straight. So but that Woodhull in that Kings County, don't do it to yourself. Tell them to take you to Queens before you go there.
Jump on Linden Park, Linden
Boulevard. And then get on the goddamn what's that shit? What the fuck is it called? Conduit.
You know what I mean?
Shit. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Brooker, dog. Just don't go to the hospital.
Take me across the bridge. Take me
to Manhattan, nigga. Yeah. Fuck that.
What's the big one in Manhattan? The one right next to the water where they have like the mental health shit. Pac was in there. Pac was in there back in the day.
I know. I can't think of it right now, but I know exactly what you talk about.
I'm about to say Bensonhurst, but that's not the name of the hospital. That's an area in Brooklyn.
No, that's an area in Brooklyn. I was about to say Mount Sinai. That's in fucking Cali.
Yeah.
What the fuck is it called?
Bellevue.
There you go. That's it. Where Jay and Beyonce got the whole floor to have blue.
Facts. Shout out to Bellevue, yo. They kitchen off the chain. Don't ask me how I know. Now listen.
Yo.
Look, man, I got to pass. I got to pass. Don't worry about it, y'all. All right, look. So episode 2. Hey, you got to get how you live, y'all. For real. Like Sis said. Episode 2, y'all. All right. Savagely humble.
Yes, sir.
You sure you want to get into this? Because we're gonna be saying some real shit right today. All right, it's about to get heavier, man. I'm about to drop that link too for these niggas.
I say real shit every day.
What are we know that? What are your vices, OB? What are your vices?
I almost started with the bullshit, but I'm not gonna leave with that. I'm gonna come to it though. Honestly, like right now, my phone, like I can't breathe I can't find it, and I got multiple phones. I need both of them with me at all times. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I cannot do anything without a phone. Electronic wise, right? Food. If we talk about like food and shit, Bacon is one of my vices for sure. Like I gotta have bacon almost on everything that fuck that bacon goes on everything. So if you don't eat swine, fuck you. Y'all eat that cardboard shit. Oh, y'all won't.
I don't eat swine. Come on, homie.
Y'all can eat that cardboard motherfucking bacon. That shit is plastic rubber. Nah, I don't know how y'all do that turkey bacon stuff. But yeah, that's right now. Those two for real though. That's it. I'm gonna get into the other way, so I'm gonna let you go ahead. What's yours?
My vice, something that I can't live without. I would say definitely video games, definitely.
Wait, hold on. What you be playing?
I play 2K. You already know that. I'm
Okay.
Official. You know what I'm saying? But now it's baseball season, so I'm kind of phasing the 2K out. I'm getting to my MLB.
MLB? Okay.
Yes, hard body with the MLB.
Okay.
Also, you know what I mean? I'm waiting for that Star Wars Jedi Survivor because the first one was crazy. Grand Theft, you know what I mean? Wait for that part 6 to come out.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Next year. Any adventure game that's solid, if it's an adventure game and it's solid, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm totally with it. You know
what system you playing?
The 5. You already know.
All right.
Gotta have that 5. You feel me?
All right. I see. Okay, what's your other vices?
My other vices is I would say definitely working out. Working out is definitely a vice.
Okay.
Definitely a vice. Like I gotta do it. I love it. It's very addictive. It's a big part of what I do.
I'm gonna be like you when I grow up.
You'll learn. He's doing it the hard way. You feel me? I would say sports too. That's something else I'm addicted to. I love sports. Really.
How about them Lakers last night?
Woo! Hey, we should have had him when he hit that 3, but it's all right.
Hey, we should have won by more also, but I'll take the dub.
I'm taking the dub no matter what. You know, it's the NBA. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the dub, but I just feel like we should have, especially with them missing like the 2 best players.
We build the chemistry though. We'll be ready by the playoffs. We'll be ready.
It's cool.
I mean,
that's usually when I tap in anyway. I don't never really watch the season. That shit too long for me. I need to I tap into the playoffs and go from there. But I be knowing what be going on during the season though. But yeah.
So on YouTube, that's what you be doing officially.
Come on. Just show me what happened.
Another vice, either probably unfortunately, but even though I love it, but sometimes it get on my goddamn nerves. Is this YouTube shit? So. But you know what I mean? I love it, but it gets on my nerves. You know what I mean? But I do love it. So, one of my vices used to be shoes, though. Hard body. Used to be shoes. But, yeah, that's kind of died down a little bit. But yeah, go ahead, sis. Rock out.
Oh, that's definitely, that's definitely one of my vices. Sneakers, for sure. So, like, with me, with sneakers, crazy sneakerhead, you know how it is growing up in New York. So, you know, you become a sneakerhead by default in New York, especially if your parent is that way. You know what I'm saying? If you got the parent that buy you all that shit, you become a sneakerhead by default because your parents always buying you sneakers. So, I was like that from fucking birth, growing up. I got a little older. I want to say by the time I had my second kid, I'm like, yeah, I'm a Vans and chuck this bitch out, and that's all I would buy. You would have thought I was from the West Coast the way I was Vans and chucking it, okay? And then it's crazy because I waited till I got in my 30s to go back to wanting to buy J's and shit, and I'm like, I look at it now, I be like, yo, you wild, but that's just my thing. I love sneakers. Like I'm a true sneakerhead. Like we could talk about old sneakers, whatever. I do that. I actually buy all the old shit. So I lately I've been buying all the sneakers from the 90s. But Sneaks is definitely okay. I guess we're just gonna jump into it in this 15 minutes. Honestly, my number one vice is penis. Duh.
God damn, come on, yo, viewer discretion is definitely advised right now, hey?
Like, I was trying to not say nothing, but fuck it.
Oh my God. I'm eating 3 up here right now, my God.
I can't live without it. Die. I would die.
Salute to her. Oh my God.
What up, Jill?
Now, hold on. Taking your advice, right? That, especially with the one you're talking about, you got to be careful because you're exchanging energies with people.
Of course. I didn't say it's just with anybody now. I know soul ties is real.
Okay.
Soul ties is real. You definitely can transfer demons. You know what I mean? I know that for sure. You definitely gotta. Hey, that pussy is goddamn. That's a jewel box. We can't be just out here passing it to everybody. I ain't say that. Just because I like it don't mean I'm just giving it up. Man.
I'm not going to just sit on this panel and start proclaiming the look. Y'all all say this. Y'all all say that can't nobody cook like you. Can't nobody do
I didn't say that.
Hold on. I'm going to give you the whole spiel. Y'all float on water, and, if a man gets with you, it's the best woman he'll ever have, and yada, 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 yada. Y'all all say the same thing.
I don't say that. We're gonna have to keep having this discussion and stop putting me in y'all, right? I'm not y'all, I'm me. I didn't say
what they saying.
But I didn't just say that my I had the best in the world. I just said this pussy is a price is a gift. It can't go to everybody. I didn't say I had the best in the world. I just know what my shit is worth. It's not for everybody.
God have mercy.
It's not for you dirty niggas.
Wow.
Fucking up bitches' pH balance.
Wow.
No.
Wow. It really gets me. Like how y'all just think in your mind that like it's just like y'all think that certain things that y'all just do better than just like everybody. Like, yeah, and I'm telling you, it's consistent. I'm saying y'all because consistently I hear this. You know what I mean? Oh, you ain't never tried my cooking, boy. What you try cooking? Oh, if a man get with me and he intimate with me, oh, he'll never go nowhere else. So I hear this all the time. All the time I hear this. I hear this all the time. So if you're telling me that you're different, and then hold on, also knowing, you say this advice, right? But you also said that you know that soul ties is real. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So if you
I'm
know
still trying to get rid of one right now. Shit.
Okay, so that's the issue, right? So that's my question. Can our vices, and I'm gonna answer this myself, can our vices, right, bring other issues?
For sure, 100%. Hell yeah. Especially like, all right, with you being in a relationship, that game could be a major issue. You know what I mean? Or with me and the sneakers, me spending money on sneakers when I'm in a relationship could be a major issue. These things, men are a major issue. They cause issues just like women do. Like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like 99% of whatever you say your vice is can cause an issue in some way, shape, or form. For sure. Bacon could clog my goddamn arteries.
Okay, so if you know that, then why keep doing
it?
Why? Why?
Because put that shit on what that Frank Red Hot commercial say? I put that shit on everything. Nah. Why
we continue behaviors that's going potentially.
Matter of fact, here go a piece of bacon for you right now.
That's a problem. See, you're not even listening. See, if you know it's gonna hurt you, right? Mm-hmm. You know it's gonna hurt you. Why keep doing it?
Because that's how the human race is. We still fuck with shit that we know is no good for us.
You just say you're not like everybody else, so now you want to be part of the human race?
Nigga, I said I didn't. Well, I'm not. Characteristically.
Look, she contradicted herself. She going back and forth.
No. Characteristic-wise, I'm not. But I'm a fucking human just like you. We do stupid shit. This is what we do. This is what humans do. As they say, we were cavemen. We were cavemen before. We were cavemen and cave women. You know, they wasn't too smart. We still got them coils in our brain. Yeah. You know, I mean, it is what it is.
She having a 21 questions moment right now.
Hey, but listen, you know.
Only humans make mistakes. Know what I mean?
Yeah. For sure. I love you like a fat kid love cake.
There you go.
I love your smile. I do anything. You know, I love your style. I do anything to make you smile.
All right.
But no, like, honestly, as men, women, fucking kids, we know things that's wrong. We know things that hurt us, and we still do it anyway, or we still attempt to try or whatever, knowing what the outcome will be. Why? I have no answer to why we do things like that. Because I'm a guilty person of all of the things. I know for a fact.
You know why though? You know why you do it?
I know for a fact I can't dunk, but I'm still gonna try to dunk. I might break my neck, break my ankle, break my arm. I'm still gonna.
What you mean? You try to dunk on your garbage can? Dunk where? I don't know who, right?
The adjustable hoop we bring it down to 6 feet. Fuck you mean?
You might bring it down less than 6 feet. You better stop playing.
I got hops, nigga. Stop playing. But nah, just I don't. What? Yo, fuck you, man. But nah, we do things that we know are wrong. We do things that we know have certain consequences. Look at people that go to jail for the same shit over and over. That's just stupid, right? You know what's the outcome. Why you keep doing it?
So wait, hold on. So wait, you said that somebody being a criminal could just be like, they could be like a what do you call that? A klepto, right? Mm-hmm. They just get the seal, right? So maybe that's a vice for them, but it's a toxic.
That's a vice. It's a thrill. You got to think about it. That's a thrill for them. It gets their adrenaline pumping. It gets them going, you know, off of shit like that. They know what's going to happen if they get caught, but they still do it anyway. That's the same thing with men and women dealing with certain people. You know what the outcome is going to be, but we still trying to slide. Like, it's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
What up, Big Rig?
Big Rig, what up? Look, I'm staying away from Saturday Hum because she's trouble, y'all.
I'm not trouble. Honestly, like, I talk my shit, but I'm the most chill, peaceful. Yo, we gonna vibe the fuck out type of person. Like, I talk hella shit, but I'm not for the drama. We not gonna cause no drama. If we get into some trouble, it's gonna be like we drunk and niggas gotta take us home or something like that. But we ain't out here doing no reckless shit. Nah, them days is over. Fucking mid-30s.
She just said that, and she just admitted doing a whole bunch of crazy shit, including eating bacon live on the stream.
I'm about to eat this whole sandwich live on the stream with this bacon. What you talking
hell no. Hell no. That's one thing I don't eat no more is bacon. What's a lot of things I don't eat no more, but bacon is definitely one of them.
Yeah, I mean, so I just was told today I need to like cut down on meats and shit when I went to the doctor. And I looked at him, he looked at me, I looked back at him like, I don't know what the fuck to tell you, my boy. I like meat. Meat in my refrigerator and meat.
What he's telling you is that you gotta incorporate other things. And you can get a bacon substitute. There's things you can buy, and you can buy like a tofu substitute.
I'm not eating that either.
Like bacon. It has what it tastes just like bacon, like literally.
Nah.
She don't want to do it.
Nah.
He just told you like, yo, homie, you gotta chill. And you like, nah, man. Fuck chill.
I think I'm doing all right. I lost 15 pounds in the past month. I think I'm doing cool.
Okay, but he still told you to slow down.
I ain't sped up yet.
Oh, wow.
But nah, I don't know. I don't know why we have. I don't know why these certain things are vices for us. Why we can't let them go, or not even let them go, but why we can't do them in moderations, or not be so attached to certain things or whatnot. Like that. I think that shit is crazy. How, excuse me, you're just so attached to material things. Honestly, like.
And it opens up the gate for other things. You feel me?
And then for some people they wonder why or what happened. You're not looking at the bigger picture of if you left that shit alone or used it in moderations, it wouldn't be an issue for anything or anyone. But we are selfish people. We're selfish, and we're a lot of us is for self. So that's what it be.
Well, hold on, Sally. Hold on. Now, is it that we selfish, or that other people around are just weak?
All right, now I gotta be savage. All right, I was trying to stay. Didn't I say I was trying to be the ending part of my name today?
Hold on, right? If I like doing something, right, and you can't handle what I'm doing, why is it my fault? Maybe you're
a weak ass motherfucker. I feel like that. Yeah, 100%. You weak and you can't control your emotions. Learn how to control your emotions and not be all fucking boo-hoo cry.
What up, boy?
Hey, guy. That's like when a motherfucker be like, oh, you're mean. I'm like, bro, I'm not mean. You just a soft ass motherfucker. You can't handle my personality. I'm not mean. You just want somebody to fucking talk to you like a baby. Miss me with that shit. Like, that's not gonna happen. So for sure, they're weak as fuck. Like, grow the fuck up. It is what it is. Man, old woman.
Line. Like Big Rick said, it's a door, right? It's a door, right? It's a line. What's the line between them being weak and us being inconsiderate, right? And shout out to my homie Be Easy, that dude. What's good?
What up, Be Easy?
You know what I'm saying? It's a line between being considerate and them being weak, right?
It's definitely a line, but I can't decipher what that line is.
But that's how you communicate, and that's why you communicate, correct?
Right. Correct. 100%. But that's why a lot of people, that's why you have these situations, because people don't know how to communicate to realize where to draw the line at, or people don't know how to set boundaries, dog. Like, we can't even do that properly. So how do we really decipher the weak from us being inconsiderate if you can't even set boundaries? So the one that we're thinking of being weak should set boundaries. We should set boundaries. Let's meet in the middle and discuss our boundaries and see how that goes. Some boundaries can be rearranged. Some could be, turned down a notch, turned up a notch. It all goes back to, like you said, communicating. That's like one of the hardest things us as humans have an issue with. Motherfuckers can't communicate.
So hold on. So okay, now I done set these boundaries, right?
Mm-hmm.
But let's say I set these boundaries, but now I'm miserable, right? I'm miserable because I'm not really being me, right? But I'm trying to accommodate you, right? So how we gonna work, right? Yeah, okay. Look. I know I shouldn't drink that much on the weekend, right? Maybe I should have maybe one drink. But I like having my 3 drinks. It makes me happy. I don't work the whole week. I can't have my 3 drinks. You know
At that point, the person that is trying to say, oh, you only need one, y'all need to have a conversation like, listen, I worked all week. I worked 40, 50 hours a week. I'm allowed to have 3 drinks on the weekend. It's 2 days in the weekend. 2.5, because you count half for Friday. 2.5 days of the weekend. 3 drinks throughout the whole entire weekend is not going to hurt nobody. What's wrong with you? Because also, when a person has an issue with your shit, they need to reflect on themselves, because clearly it's something within them that they don't like about themselves that they're seeing in you. So they want you to change while they hide what's in them. Think about that.
Oh, you went there with it.
You
went there with it. Okay, so that's another thing I think too. I think that everybody has vices, but not everybody want to cop out and admit what their vices are.
Oh, for sure. It's a lot of people that's not gonna admit to what their vices are. Number one is because they might think people gonna look at them weird or think they, weird or crazy. Number two, they undercover and it's probably some wild and crazy freaky shit. Or number three, they just don't give a fuck. What you care about or how you feel about it. It's one of those. Me, I'm gonna tell you, I love bacon, nigga. I love my phones.
You don't love you though, that's the problem.
I love ding ding.
But hold on, listen, this is my thing, right? And us loving these things, right? Can we find things that are equally, like I was telling you about the bacon substitute, right? Can we find things that are similar to that, but yet not harmful? So I may like candy, but why do I eat the candy that don't have so much sugar in it? It tastes the same. It's all good. It has no sugar in it. Or I buy gluten-free cookies or whatever, right? So I'm cutting down. It helps out though, because I can still have my vice, but it's not harming myself or harming others.
Well, I definitely agree with you. So I'm being like you with the bacon shit. I know it's a lot of different substitutes where you could actually have. I'm trolling you. I know it's a lot of shit you could have as a substitute for bacon where it tastes exactly like bacon. I know that for a fact. I just haven't dug into that realm yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not there to test it. That's all it is. I'm not saying I'm not open to it. I'm just not going to eat that tofu though. We're not going to go there. We're going to find something else.
You probably won't even know it's tofu though. That's how ill he got it right now. You ain't even know.
Now, if somebody could do that and I don't know, then there you go. You're gonna have me locked in. But it is you gotta be open to substitute these things that you have as vices. If you're not ready to, then you're not ready to. And then you can't force someone to change their shit either. They have to be ready to do that. You can't force nobody to do shit. If I'm not ready to give up bacon today, it's not gonna happen. Now, when I'm ready, you gonna be the first person I tell, hey, bro, I let bacon go.
Okay. So, right? Does it come to a point where we are afraid to give these things up, right? And look, and then one's just watching, the link is pinned in the chat. You have to definitely come up because we definitely have a discussion. You know how we do here, man. You know, so you know before, you know how we get down. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it respectful, keep it cool. You know how we do.
Hop in before I hop out.
So, are we afraid? Are we afraid to let go of the vices, though? Do we be afraid to let it go?
For sure, 100%. I'm sitting here and tell you right now, I'm not letting go of my phones for nobody or no one. I'm not. And that's just something that I cannot compromise with. I'm not letting go of my phone at all.
So OG Patrice, good to see you.
Hey. Yeah, that's something that I'm not letting go. Other things I could work towards. Hold on. Let me back up. Not letting go of my phones and ding ding.
Okay, but see, even the things that you name, right? It has to be used, like they say, use it responsibly,
Use responsibly, right? For sure. 100%.
So, right, are these things that we run into, right? Are we running to them to basically? Sometimes I think, and I know this for a fact because I went through this with health stuff and life-threatening stuff and life-altering stuff and all that. Sometimes when you run into vices, right, you run into them because you're trying to avoid other things. You feel me?
Sure. So for like weed or alcohol.
Or food.
Right? Or food.
All of it.
Food. But for sure, like weed and alcohol, 100%, people run to that immediately. I smoke weed to de-stress. Like, let me smoke this shit before I beat this bitch in her head. Like, and that's just real. Sometimes that shit keep me from fucking somebody else. I gave up weed a lot. I go back and forth.
Like, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Yeah, I mean, depends on the situation. But yeah, like alcohol, I haven't had a drink in 2 months. I was drinking liquor like I was a motherfucking nigga. One of them, like, you know, the movies where they just be. I was drinking, and I was drinking Crown, not no vodka. I'm drinking grown man drinks. You know what I'm saying? So but for me, what that was something that I went to because of where I'm at. I have nothing to do, so why the fuck not get drunk and podcast? That's what I would do for a year and a half straight. I'm drinking and podcasting. That was my thing. I haven't drank a drink since February. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if I didn't have a kidney situation right now, I'd probably be drunk. I'd probably have a drink sitting here right now. No lie.
I feel you.
But like you said, when life altering things happen, some shit have to be removed. Me as an adult, I know I had to remove the alcohol. They ain't say I had to stop smoking weed though.
Okay, but did you tell them about that? Do they know, or you ain't really tell them about that?
What about the weed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, when I go to the doctors, I tell their ass everything they need to know. Yes, I smoke. I smoke Black and Milds and weed. Yes, I do. Thank you.
Wow.
Yes. I ain't got a lot of them motherfuckers, because what they gonna do, whoop my ass? No.
You a lot of Black and Mild be smooth. I used to like smoking them joints. It was smooth.
Yo, I mean, and I'm trying to get off of those. You know what I'm saying? But everything takes time to get off. So that would be one of my vices too. And I'm actually slowly trying to get off of that. But that's certain things just takes a little more time. Some shit you can't just go cold turkey on. Some things you just gotta, you know, do less and less until you don't do it anymore.
Okay, so about us running to these vices, right? Does that mean that we're weak, right?
For sure, 100%.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you thought I was about to say no, nigga? Yes. Yes, yeah. It doesn't make you like a weak person, but that's your weak. You have a weakness for this particular thing, and we all have weaknesses for certain things. It might not just be that; it could be a whole entire fucking human is your weakness.
A whole entire human.
Listen, I give you an example, right? And it's a lot of women like this, and it's men like this too, because I know a couple homies that's like this. You have this one person that you dealing with, or you've dealt with. You stop dealing with them, but you always somehow end up back fucking with them, right? That person is your weakness, because you know for a fact you have no business doing any dealings with this person, but as soon as they call, text, you respond, you pick up, you fucking jump, you anything like that. That human is your weakness.
Are you saying that the perception or possibly the illusion of love is a vice?
For sure, lust is a vice. There are people out here just lusting and not loving. There are people out here that don't know the difference between lust and love as well. So y'all out here thinking y'all just in love. Nigga, you ain't in love. Baby, that's what they used to call it, baby. That's that puppet love. That ain't even That ain't even it, baby. You don't even know what love is. Love come with a lot of compromise and sacrifices. Y'all ain't doing that. Y'all just thinking y'all lovey-dovey, being lovey-dovey and all up under each other every day is love. That's not it. Nah. Oh shit, the humble coming out. Come on now.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that.
Hey, I got a birthday coming up. I think, they say with age come wisdom. Oh shit.
There's a lot. Yo, you been watching these past 2 podcasts. I don't know who this is. This is somebody different. This is a different side of me humble.
Hey, if you ain't catch me on Monday, sorry.
Yeah, Monday was different. Monday was a different show.
Yeah. I told you, because the show is, even though it has the savagely in the name of the show, it's the intellectual part. I gotta show the intellectual side of me.
Oh, thank you for caring.
I ain't just no wild Mohican out here. I am, I do got some sense. I'm an entertainer. I like to show my ass, physically and literally.
That's a different show completely. I'm sorry. In the whole goddamn stream. We're going to have a stream of that shit.
You two gonna get these motherfuckers off of here. But nah, I mean, it's just, but
hold on. Wait, hold on. How do you get addicted to a whole person though? Now maybe a child, I can see that's your child. You feel what I'm saying? Or your
that's
parents.
when that's that soul tie. That's when that soul tie come into play. Soul ties are dangerous. Like I said, I'm trying to remove myself from one of those. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you think you could leave a person alone, and then they double back or you double back, and you're like, damn, now you caught back up all and everything all over again. That shit is hard. That shit is tough. Like it's really, and I can't too much explain it because that's my feeling. You know what I mean? But it's like when you become attached to a person for real, and I mean like super emotionally attached to them, it's hard to detach from it. That's a hard thing.
Maybe you love them too much, right?
Of course, that's exactly what it is.
The song I'm singing about Lucky Day. So it's called "I Love You Too Much." Phenomenal song. And sometimes you love somebody too much, right? Right. So maybe, but then you got to ask yourself, right? Everything that you give it to them, will it be willing to give the same back to you?
Of course. But again, like I said, us as humans, we're stupid. We do stupid shit. And you know for a fact you're not getting that shit back, and you still give everything you got to that person, thinking, it's gonna come one day, man. Fuck that one day. One day is today, and it ain't happened. Let that shit go.
Facts.
And I as a grown ass woman, could admit that I've been there more than once. Not as deep, not as deep as I was for this particular situation, but I've definitely been there more than once.
Salute to my toy Quantum. Quantum, what up, girl?
What up, Quantum? But sometimes it's I don't know. It's hard to explain for real when you're not having that feeling. You know what I mean? It's just something that
I've been there, family. I definitely understand. So
that's that shit that's here. That's why when motherfuckers be like, "Damn, you a cult?" Yes, I am. I'm not trying to be attached to nobody.
Okay, so hold on. So, you know what I mean? Yes, Twin, I see you. You know what it is. I gotta hit you up about the Imbu Tablet show, because you was breaking down the philosophy behind it, and I fully don't understand everything. You know what I mean? Oh, Savage Humble looking for the cops. I fully don't understand everything. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and they coming? Yeah, so Twin, we gotta talk. But
nodding some kids knocking on my door. You trying to go outside? Yeah. Go ahead. See, I knew I heard some knocking.
Oh yeah, the kids will be knocking on the door when they ready to go outside. But okay, so all right, so right? So we know that this person is not gonna give the same back the same energy that we give her, right?
Right.
As a great bro Clarence said, we really like these people, right?
Right.
So with that being said, right, you really like this person, but you know they're not gonna give you the same back. So, you know what I mean? Why don't we love ourselves enough just to let them go? Is it the fact that we don't want to be alone? Right? Are we running devices? Are we running people because we don't want to be alone? Right? Is it just a stability, even though it's not real?
So for me, it's not the fact that I didn't want to be alone. It just was I did not want that person to be around me. I don't give a fuck about being alone. I just particularly wanted this person with me, and that was that. I didn't give a fuck about nothing else but that. That's when that become a problem. That's a problem within itself. Like, how do you allow somebody to have that much control over you? Period. And it's not even in a controlling manner. It's just their energy, their body, their whatever has control over your whole entire mind that got you tripped out like that. And I've always been a bitch like, I ain't never about to be on no shit. And it happens. You know, so I always talk about when they say never, nigga, never say never. Because I was always one of them, never.
You see that comment? Homie? Bro, come up, man. We would love to have you up here, man. You can definitely chop it up with us.
But the thing about that sophisticated drug, I don't like punishment. I ain't even gonna hold you. I don't like it. My mom used to put me on punishment every other week because I was a badass. Do it look like I want to be on punishment now? No. I don't want no type of punishment.
So why do we punish ourselves with these things that we know are going to harm us? Relationships we know are going to harm us. Why we keep
It's a mental disorder. Like, it's a mental disorder.
So you say we crazy, basically?
Hell yeah, nigga, we crazy. The shit I just said, I was crazy about a whole nother person. Too fucking crazy. Too much. I invested too much of myself into a person. Don't get me wrong. I received a lot of it back, but at a certain point, shit wasn't matching no more. You know what I'm saying? It never was one-sided the whole entire time. So don't have me out here looking like I'm some crazy bitch. Nah. It was definitely a mutual thing, but shit just sometimes things change.
You going for your words though, sis.
No, I know. I'm just saying he got the sophisticated outfit on too.
Yeah, I just got off work. I got the drink. I was like, man, do I pull up with the drink, my vice? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, your vice, right? He got the sophisticated outfit on, sophisticated drink with the sophisticated outfit. Yeah. But no, it's just like, you know, sometimes you do stupid shit for love. You know? It is what it is. You live and you learn.
So you think like love is an addiction?
Love is definitely addiction. They should have a rehab for that shit. For sure. But that's when me and Best be having conversations, he be like, yo, you crazy. But that's why, and I be trying to explain to him, things like this is why I'm the way I am, because I don't have time to invest in people. And not saying that I get emotionally attached to people fast. No, it takes a minute. Or you have to like give me a certain type of energy for me to even go that route with you. But I'm not a cold-hearted person. I'm just not giving off that energy from the jump. So we not doing that because some people don't deserve it. Some people do deserve it. It just don't work out. Some people, i.e. like me, didn't know how to let go. Sometimes it's hard to let go of shit you know is going. I could have, I know I'm fucking growing up. I just admitted the craziest shit.
We here.
Break it down for us.
Wow. I just admitted, I know for a fact I should have, but I didn't. How do you sit here and say crazy shit like that? That's crazy. But I know now though. Sometimes it take you a while to figure it out.
That's what a vice does to us, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
It does to us essentially, right? It handicaps us of our senses because now I'm addicted to this substance or this person or this habit, and now I'm not thinking logically. My intellectual senses and the things that I should be doing that I know is going to benefit me, right? I'm not doing it.
It's out the window.
Because all my energies now have shifted to this one thing or this one person or this one habit, and it's taken away from all the great things that I can do. Taken away from my greatness. So let's get into it, brother. What are your vices, brother?
Definitely drinking. And I'm gonna say like old school hip hop. You know, I know some of that stuff, you know, you shouldn't be probably listening to, but it's just like, man, you know, you throw on some Dead Presidents, some AZ, you know, definitely all on that.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, and Tim's. I used to collect every color of Tim.
Oh, not the colorful. Okay. He said that all the colors.
All right, what's your top five? Just getting your top five old school hip hop albums.
Ooh.
Damn, you threw it on me. All right, I'm gonna say Illmatic, Do or Die, AZ, Dead Presidents. The last two, I got to think on those two.
Come on now.
Yeah, I know it's Rakim's album. I forgot the name. The one.
Paid in Full, baby. Paid in Full.
Yeah, there you go. Paid in Full.
Mm-hmm.
And the one joint with Big Daddy Kane, Ain't No Half Stepping. I forgot the name of that album.
Classic. Long Live Kane or something like that.
Yeah, something like yeah. Okay.
My top
when
five.
When I do an old school hip hop show, I'm gonna have to get you on there.
Oh, pull me up.
Yeah.
My top five old school definitely Paid in Full. Criminal Minded, Boogie Down Productions. You already know. Top Conquest. Man, it's really tough picking between Low End Theory and Midnight Marauders. Fuck it, I'm gonna put both of them. So Low End Theory and Midnight Marauders. And 5 would be it's hard. Man, how far? Like, okay, so what's my cap? I think my cap got it. It's got to be 90s, right? I ain't even go to 2000s. So I would say 5 would be. Oh man. It'll be Pac. Not Me Against the World. All Eyes on Me. Easy. Easy. That's easy. You know what I'm saying?
She thinking.
She might be high.
I ain't smell no weed yet. I ain't smell no weed yet. I'm tired, but I ain't smell no weed yet. Life After Death.
Man, I forgot.
You gotta enjoy that double disc.
I forgot about Life After Death. Damn it.
Doggy Style.
Snoop. I was about to say me. I was.
What the fuck is it called? Hardcore. I gotta throw Little Kim in there for me. Okay. I think the best album she ever did. Hands down. Damn, son. What's that, 3? Life of Times of Sean Carter, Volume 2. Fuck.
Volume 2? Okay.
And Volume 2 was the shit.
I see you, Big Rig. I see you.
Damn, what would be my 5? Yeah. Nope. I don't got one.
I gotta throw the Big Pun, the first one, Capital Punishment. I gotta throw that
Capital Punishment.
I gotta throw the Terror Squad album, the very first Terror Squad when they stand over the grave. Gotta throw that because I was bumping that heavy, super heavy.
Damn,
Raising Hell.
Busta's first shit.
What was the name of the first one? It was called not 6 It was called
I don't know. Let me look, but I can't think of what it was called. But yeah, Busta's first shit for sure.
So sophisticated jerk. When people have vices, right, and they're being slaves to their vices, right? You know what I mean? What can they do to get past these behaviors, right? Or do we all kind of suffer from that, and we don't even see it?
Yeah, I think to get past your vices, you got to start finding other productive outlets. So like you were kind of mentioning before, working out, start, focusing on your success, moving up in the world and stuff like that. So, I mean, I like this conversation because ain't nobody perfect. I think sometimes, we get on these panels and people get in this YouTube space, they act like they ain't got no flaws and, they're just flawless human beings. And it's like, nah, we all got vices. But like you said, it's just like, with me, I got a family, I got a son. So sometimes I put him at the forefront of stuff where it's just like, I'm living for others at this point. So I do got to uphold myself to a certain standard and stuff because it's like that whole lead by example type thing. So that helps me out a lot when I'm kind of focusing on others and stuff.
That first Busta album was called The Coming.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes. He always had like a kind of a cryptic thing to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I agree with you. Sophisticated jerk. People be in this YouTube shit acting like they shit don't stink. Y'all ain't outcasts. Goddamn. Talking about your boo smell like roses. Big. It smell like death.
About that shit the other night, but it was too late. I couldn't even blast it. Like, let me take that, man, for real.
Yo, but that's true, Like we were saying, people try to hide them, i.e. because they don't want people to look at them crazy or think they weird. They just don't give a fuck if you care, give a fuck if you know or not. Or they, they don't want to hurt your feelings or whatever the case may be. People have all type of reasons to hide them. Be you. Stop. Don't hide shit. If they don't fuck with it, they don't fuck with it. They don't like it, they don't like it. Keep it pushing. You're not for everybody. So it is what it is.
Do y'all think that's because we're like too judgmental as like a society?
For sure. 100%. I could goddamn twirl my finger in my hair and somebody be like, yo, she doing it to the right and she should be doing it to the left. See, this was wrong with people. They don't know, like you could do anything and somebody has something to say about it. Like me being me, say it to my face. Don't tell me nothing on the internet. If you can't say nothing to my face, please don't say it on the internet. But that's what's wrong with society. They love to say shit on the internet. See me in person. I bet you won't say half of nothing you say on the internet in my face. Don't be judgy over here, nigga. What they say? Only God could judge me.
It's judgment because, right, here's the thing. Like, I don't look. You can be critical of my behavior, or you can even like want to critique my behavior, but you got to also be willing to help. So if you're not willing to help, I don't really want to hear your critique. Because anybody can critique. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or you want to step in and help. And Quantum, I'm calling you out, Quantum. Come up here, girl. Come on up here. I know you don't really come on panels, but it's a little different.
She feeling my vibe tonight. Let's
a little different. You know what I mean? So, look, I think like with that being said, like to be honest, like you can just say whatever you want to feel. You feel like I'm doing is wrong, but be willing just to help me, step up and be better. But if you ain't willing to do that, then you just wasting time, and I'm not trying to hear your conversation. You're not there to be a benefactor. You're just there to be overly critical. You know what I mean, or be judgmental at that point, because you can critique whatever, but I ain't being judgmental. So I'm not trying to hear that. Feel me? So.
But you know what though, Bess? What people confuse is constructive criticism with being judgmental or being a hater. If I'm just giving you some constructive criticism, like I'm not being a hater, it's just something I noticed that I wanted to point out to you, not in a judgmental way. I'm like, hey yo, bro. Like I know you was fucking with me earlier, but like, yo, bro, that wasn't the right. Come on, get your shit together. That wasn't the right intro. You wrong show.
Yeah.
And you could be like, oh, you being a hater. Man, I don't give a fuck about this shit. You play everything you want to play. Go ahead. And that be me. As soon as you try to come here, I'm like, bitch, damn, fall off the face of the earth. Bitch. I don't give a fuck. Once you turn at me like that, I'm well, fuck it then. I tried to help you, bitch. You had tissue hanging out your pants. Bitch, like, what the hell? Like, yeah. So people don't know how to accept that. This society is so fucked up. It just is wild.
So do y'all give like constructive criticism to people you know? Or would you like approach somebody, say like you ain't even know them and you saw something you didn't agree with? Would you approach them on that point or kind of mind your own business? You know how we kind of get down in New York.
I'm reading the body language, bro. I'm reading the body language. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm with it. If they body language off, I'm off with it too.
Yeah. I agree with you. It all depends on how you looking. You know what I'm saying? So if you look like you easily approachable, yeah. But if you got that, I'm not about to take the risk of me having to slap the shit out of you. So I'm just fall back and let you live. You know what I'm saying? I ain't fucking. Somebody better help her out or help him out because I'm not with this.
She gonna smack somebody. I don't even know if you can reach their face.
Yo, you keep playing with me. I sizzled. Yo, stop playing with me. I sizzled a 6 foot bitch before. Don't do it to yourself.
Sizzle.
That bitch was like,
you did not duke it. You jumped on the
I ain't jumped nowhere, boy.
Hey, Savage look like she'll pull out a razor.
Nah, but I will pull out a gun though.
Oh my god. She want to shoot and the gun to fall on the floor at the same time. She can't hold the gun up because she too
crazy nigga. I could shoot her. Never mind. Go ahead. This is a family situation.
Maybe you'll sit your little ass down somewhere.
Hey, my father ain't no joke, boy. I could shoot all type of guns.
You say your father ain't no joke. You know what I mean? He ain't talking about you.
Yeah, my father ain't no joke, so I could shoot all type of guns. He made sure of that. Let's do that.
Oh, it's always the little people, man. Y'all so angry, man. I know the air different down there, but y'all gotta stop being so angry, man. It's all right.
Hey, yo, you not all right. Go ahead. When you hit 6 foot, talk to me. When you hit 6 foot, talk to me.
What do you mean? You 5'2".
I'm 5'3". Get it correct. Give me my inch.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Give me my inch.
We'll give you an inch lift in your shoe. You don't get out of here.
Hey, when I got on Crocs, I'm 5'5".
Yeah, so you 5'5" in some Crocs.
Wow.
What's up?
So, Mr. Best, I heard y'all talk about it earlier. How you feel about this whole internet accountability? Get your take on that.
As I always say, when it comes to the internet accountability thing, like, it all depends on what space you're trying to be in, right? So if I'm in a sector, when I'm in the manosphere or whatever, if I'm in that sector and I kind of feel like things are getting out of hand, right? Of course I can say something because that's the room I'm in.
Right.
But if I'm not even in that room and I'm critiquing, right? Then why am I critiquing this room? I'm not even involved in nothing they doing. I'm not making that type of content. I'm not putting that type of energy out. Why do I care? I'm only gonna care if I'm trying to clout chase, right? So I'm gonna do this fake ass public outrage, and all these people are so bad. But I will never ever, you know what I'm saying? I'll never report your channel. I'll never write. You can report their channel. You can write YouTube a letter. You can do so many things if you want to get that channel handled for them being, you know what I mean, offensive or them being derogatory, whether it's towards women, kids, or whoever. You know what I'm saying? Or the black people, whoever, right? Or the animals. Some people get mad at you if you say the wrong thing about animals. We know that. That's a fact.
Them animals.
Yo, come on, man. I ain't trying to have Peter come after me, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You really want to do some shit like
the wrong group. Don't shut it down.
Shut this whole shit down for real.
I love dogs. Let's just put that out there.
Oh my gosh, I'm kicking on dogs, all right?
No, I really do love dogs.
I really do. Okay. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, he called us a little angry bird. Wow. Yeah, we said Madison. But yeah, like, I'm a bridge builder, right? I'm a bridge builder. I mean, of course, you know, if you're a bridge builder, of course you're gonna drive across the bridge, but I'm not just driving across the bridge. I'm building bridges, so I'm building content. So I'm not worried about what somebody else is doing. You know what I mean? Especially somebody that I'm not even working with this person, right? We have no contact. I don't even know him, right? So I'm not gonna I mean, excuse my French, but I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna dick rock somebody, yo, for real. Like, 'cause that's what it come off like. I mean,
for sure, it does, and people don't look at it that way. You know, they just think like, oh, fuck it, let's fuck with him. Let's. You know what a lot of people think? Let's remove them so I could get more. It's more about me gaining more. If you're out of the way, now I could get that space and I can remove it. You know what somebody told me? Don't podcast with podcasters. I said, what the fuck does that even mean? So who the fuck I supposed to podcast with besides my guests that I do, have on my show? I have some of the best shows with podcasters. Why? Because they already know what the deal is. Why wouldn't you? Oh, you don't want your fans to go to them. I said, shit, their fans gonna come to me. We out here crossing paths, nigga. Why we both can't have the same people?
People are selfish.
Now people watch you, Sophisticated Drake, on here. They don't see me on here. Now they gonna be like, shit, let me go see what she got going on. People don't see that know me, see you. Let me go see what he got going on. The same thing with Best. Like, people want to go see now what everybody else got. I think that's the best thing to do. That's like in music when you collab with a hip hop and a pop star or whatever. You know what I'm saying? When you cross genres, that make that artist bigger, if not gain, it might make them bigger, period, or they're going to gain a little bit more of a fan base because of that one particular song.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I'm going to say this real quick. I'm going to let you rush for Skinny John.
Okay,
right? One of the biggest mergers that happened a week ago was WWE merged with UFC with a company called Endeavor, right? Now, we know about 20 years ago, it was a Time Warner AOL merger, correct?
Right.
And now, and you know what the fascinating part about this, right? Because I watched this, and I learned this by watching the documentary about Vince McMahon and XFL, right? And the fascinating story about it, when Vince McMahon first made XFL, which was the football league, right? He was able to get TV time from, I think his name is Dick Eisenberg or something like that. He's the head of NBC. He controls all of NBC, right? And Sophisticated Jerk taking the towel off. I see everybody, he about to put in work. You know what I'm saying? So, so basically, because it was friends, he gave Vince McMahon a slot on Saturdays for his newly found football company because they was friends. So I was like, yo, if these people who are millionaires/billionaires, right, can come together and work together, and they're able to foster relationships, and they're able to foster working together, they know each other for over a decade or more. Why can't we do that? Like, we can't. Like, we want to take advice from we want to give all this money advice and take all advice from the bigwigs and all that. But y'all don't even know how to work together. And the bigwigs know how to work together. Look how they merge together.
With no problem.
No problem at all.
Yeah.
I think it's a mindset. Yeah, because just like when you were mentioning that, and even Savage, she had a good point, especially with like the collab. It made me think of that one song, since we were talking about music earlier, that band from TV, the one that had Nori on there and all them. Remember, they always had those big tracks. It was like 8 superstars on there, and just timeless, So yeah, It's like people got to change that mindset, like you said, collab, and that's one thing that drew me to y'all channel. Is just like everybody coming there, nobody has that like weak mindset, man. I think a lot of these people, because Savage had it. I think she had a real good point where she was just like, it's like they want to take you out the picture so they could like occupy your space instead of like looking at it differently.
So you got to think about it too as not think about it, but this is another perspective or thought. In our community, a lot of us don't want to see people one up us. So that's a lot of the problem that we have in our community, right? I know something. I got the keys to a lot of shit. I got jewels and gems for so many things, right? But I don't want to give it to you, Sophisticated Drake, because I don't want you to do it better than me, and now you take off and I'm still sitting in the same spot. So I won't tell you shit, and I know how to do everything. Versus me in real life, I'm going to tell you everything I fucking know. And I want you to take flight and take off and do it. So shit, I'm gonna sit back and like, shit, yeah, I knew I was on to something. Now that makes me work harder because I know for a fact it could take off for sure. Not having a doubt in my mind that it couldn't. I just didn't put it to work like I wanted to. But now I'm seeing you take off with it. I'm like, shit, fuck it. Now we both out here. But our community is so for self, they don't want to see nobody else shine if they ain't shining. Man, get the fuck out of here.
That's a fact. I gotta give only Big Rick slaps. You know what I mean? Big Rick, big brother. Before I get Big Rick up in here. So, you know, and here's the thing, right? So, you know what I mean? Shout out to the homie Manic Genius, because I got to shout about if you up here sophisticated, I got to shout about. When you and him get your thing rolling, like we discussed, you know, in the background or whatever, when you and him get your thing rolling, you think I'm not going to pour into y'all? I damn sure am. You know what I'm saying? Because when y'all shine, I shine, we shine together.
Right.
And that's how we got to move.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lil Mo. Shout out to Lil Mo.
Right. I was about to start singing, Reed, but I let it go. I was about to start singing, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna let him go ahead and keep on saying what he's saying.
You can rock it. That was a jam.
That was legit. But I agree with you. That's like, somebody like, damn, like I just said, somebody like, damn, you're gonna be on a podcast every day of the week if I got to. If that's what it takes to get my face to be seen in multiple places, fuck yeah. Because you just never know who's watching what or who's going to come across a video ever. You never know.
You got to network. Networking is key.
When I do my shows and I interview these artists, I don't know who they bring in to watch the show with them. And nor do they know who I have watching the show with them. So I feel like, why not? That's why I always tell them, you want to come up, I'm going to come up. Why we can't come up together? We don't know who's going to see this. It could be somebody like looking for a radio personality or a TV personality, and they're like, yo, her personality is crazy. Somebody looking for artists, yo, they're fire. Let's find them. It's so many realms, but niggas is stingy.
And as we come up together, let's say Big Rig get it popping, right?
Right.
You know what I mean, Big Rig, I'm gonna go to you, right? Big Rig get it popping, right? And let's say he don't want to knock the relationships that blows up, right? Boom, Big Rig now bringing the whole team with him. I brought my whole team with me. You know what I'm saying? The whole team. Shit, even the mascots, everybody. You know what I mean, come on.
You know
what I mean? Even the people in the chat, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how it is. And if you don't have that type of mindset, you're not gonna be able to build anything. Now, understand, like, in doing this, of course, people have come, people have gone. It's just a natural, and it just comes with the territory.
For sure.
You know what I mean? But you don't lose your vision. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, you can't MC Hammer this shit. You can't MC Hammer this shit. You see what he did? He tried to bring the whole hood with him.
No,
he did bring the whole Oakland with his ass, and look what happened.
Word. Nah, everybody got to roll. Everybody got to roll up in here. Nah. We ain't doing that.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta. If I'm bringing you along, you gotta be able to hold your weight. Don't think I'm just gonna take care of you. Nah, nigga, you gotta work for your. You gotta earn your spot. You gotta earn your keep, nigga. We not about to just be sitting here. You're not freeloading off of shit. I don't even know what a leech look like. Okay. We don't have.
I do. I seen it on Stand By Me, old school movie.
You stupid. Shut up. I was. You know what?
That was classic.
Use a fool.
Big Rig, baby.
But anyway, you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what that is. Use a damn fool though.
I know you've been listening to the conversation. My backside with the humble. I know you've been listening.
You can't get him.
You know what I'm saying? What you think about the whole vices thing? What are your vices, and just what you think about everything that we've been talking about overall?
Kind of brief me on it real quick, man. Like I was listening, but I was also doing a couple of things at the same time. Like, what's kind of the question?
So basically, what are your vices? Like, what are the things that like you just can't live without, man? You know what I mean? Whether it's a habit, whatever it is. Like, what are your vices?
Shit. My tree is a big part, bro. You know, it's a lifestyle for me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a fad. You know what I'm saying? It's a lifestyle. You know, almost like I'm a Rastafarian. So I definitely, you know what I'm saying, gotta have my tree, you know what I'm saying, daily. But those are really my only vices, man. Like I don't really have nothing that I really just can't do without. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, the only reason why I kind of put my tree on a pedestal like that, because it just helps me with so many things, man. It helps me with, you know, shit. You know, people can be on some other, you know what I mean, and I could be off, and I ain't even gonna be tripping. You know what I'm saying? I may be, you know, needing some rest or something. It can help me with that. There's so many things it can help me with. That's why, you know, I kind of put that on the pedestal like that. But other than that, man, I don't really have too many, you know, crazy vices or anything of that sort, man. I did hear y'all kind of speak on the kind of like the love thing, and can it be addicting and all this and that? Man, that's a fucking fact. That's why when I listen to like you know, these dudes that be, you know, out there and they speak on how, you know, the woman this, the woman that, but they act like, you know, they can kind of do without or go somewhere else or be with, you know, multiple women, and that's cool. But if you really mess around, man, and fall in love with a woman, bro, you ain't gonna want nobody else, man. Cause that woman gonna pretty much be like everything you want and need, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when I kind of hear those talking points, man, it's more of like being a little selfish. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, just on some real, like, love is powerful, bro. Love will have you do things that you wouldn't even think you can do. You know what I'm saying? That's how addicting that is. Like, there's people that murk people over love, bro, and they ain't got no kids with them. Man, they just infatuated with them and think they in love, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, shit. That's a fact.
Yeah, well, yeah, you have me thinking back, man. I know about like 3 or 4 dudes just growing up, man, and they was like known as being like the alpha of alpha. You know, you go to the block and stuff, and it was all over women. You know what I'm saying? Like when you think back of the stories and stuff. So yeah, that was a good point, man.
Sophisticated jerk. I know some straight gangsters, bro. You know what I mean? They ain't playing no games, but I tell you what, they woman say something, man, them dudes clam up, bro. I mean, I mean, and I ain't even putting no tens on it, bro. Just straight up, like, just some women are very, very, very powerful. When I be hearing men talk that stuff, like, you know, women ain't got it all, whoopty whoop like that, they're lying, bro. They've been hurt, because they do. I've been on panels and told women how powerful it is when they just smile at a man, bro, just out there in public. You know what I mean? Just a smile. You know what I'm saying? Not like we need it for, you know, like we trying to flirt or anything, but it's just dope, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know how to explain it, bro.
I got a woman, Prom King M3. What up, Don? I'm drinking.
M3 came to fly. That's what I'm talking about. M3. M3's like, you can show up and stun on these folks.
What up, everybody? You know,
sound like a transformer, man.
Hey, more than meets the eye, Riggs. But yeah, man. I hear you guys talk about, like, you know, man's first stuff. So, you know, I had to chime in on that. You know, just
you remember Sophisticated Jerk's question? You remember his question, M3?
What was the question? Because I know I was kind of doing like a lot of stuff.
Hold on, he came in here sophisticated too. What the fuck going on?
I was just about to say that. He came up in here in that man fit, boy. He said, y'all was talking about the manosphere. I put on my man fit.
Yeah, he was like, look,
before I get M3 involved with Sophisticated Jerk, so Big Rig Rush responded to you. He said, a man that's supposed to be heavily in love, that is a feminine trait.
Ooh. What?
A man that's what?
Heavily in love.
He said a man is not supposed to be heavily in love. That is a feminine trait.
What do you mean?
I don't know where I said heavenly or heavily in love, bro. I never said that.
But
I think he's just adding it to it.
Understand why shouldn't a man be?
You said, well, I mean, but again, though, you know that, you know, to me, that comes from that manosphere shit. They feel like, you know, being in love or something is on some whole other type of hype. And, you know, to each their own, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's crazy.
if you a man and you think that you can just go through life like, you know, you ain't falling in love with no woman and it's just rah, 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 hey, salute. But to just say that it's a feminine trait because you love a woman, that's one of the craziest things I ever heard in my fucking life.
I mean, absurd.
Yeah, especially if you got a good woman that's holding you down, man. That's a ride or die.
I mean,
man,
that's
you better-
I don't even know what else to say about
supposed to
it.
do that? What else are you supposed to do?
I guess not be in love, not fall in love. Period. Look, see, this is why I'm here. Okay. And you know, and on a side note, I think Riggs, man, is gonna be like a manosphere slayer though. I see the potential in you, bro.
I'm joining in on that. Let me know the time and date. We going in.
Take them motherfuckers out.
Yeah.
I don't even want to work.
That should be like a new segment. The manosphere slayers. But look, okay. I think I see where he's coming from. Okay, I think what Rush is trying to say, and if I'm wrong, then hell, I don't know what else to say after that. But I think what he's trying to say is that it's okay to be.
Don't go through the door. Don't do it. Don't do it.
It's okay. Look, I'm not bondage to slavery, okay?
Yeah.
Right? So, see, the thing is, right? All right, it's okay to love, and I think that's where he's coming from. But I think what he's saying is that for people who be in love, right? And I'm assuming that he's not talking about like a straight committed relationship, because remember, most manosphere dudes, right, are not really about the committed relationship life. They're all about trying to get the 304 to convert the 304s to become housewives, but they're not really telling you that. They're just trying to use those topic points as examples. All right, so I had to kind of break that down into it. But what I'm thinking is that, like, okay, if you're in love with that person, right, then you're opening your heart for the wrong 304 to
Bro,
take
stop
advantage of.
saying that. You can't say ho.
No, you can't say ho on YouTube.
Why?
Man, look. YouTube won't even allow me to show bikinis. That they really turned this shit into like a kid-friendly platform.
You showing, dog?
Say again? Oh, this was.
What bikinis you showing? Yo, what the hell?
Look. I read the community guidelines, man. Like, it's ridiculous.
God.
They said you could show nudity, but not some nudity, unless you're doing it at an educational purpose.
Yeah.
They're wilding, bro. Homie.
Yo.
Anyways, right? Walk it out empty. Yeah. Anyways, the point is that, like, okay, if that's the target point that Rush is making, then I see like where he's coming from. But again, these are like manosphere like topics, right? That don't really fully equate into like real life type of relationships. I don't think a lot of these men really want to be in relationships, because you always hear them preach about don't get married. So if you hear guys preach about don't get married, then obviously you're not really out here to try to get married. You're just trying to have the best 304 as much as possible. Savagely humble, right? So
the best hoe as possible. Go ahead. I'll say it for you.
304. All right, but thank you anyways. So when you try to get those you know, unruly sluts or whatever, that's who you go.
But you can say slut.
Yeah, you can say slut. You just can't say you can't say, you know, the
I got you
HOE.
in 3. These bitches. Go ahead.
All right. Thank you, translator.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where he's coming from. All right. And unfortunately, right, you know, I feel sorry for anybody that is turning to the manosphere to try to get, you know, a committed relationship.
Yeah.
Because that's not going to work. And a lot of times people are just, you know, I'm not talking about, you know, Rush or anybody in the chat, but I'm just talking about just average people, period, that are really like hard, like, you know, ride or die for the manosphere. Unfortunately, some of these people are stupid, you know, and they don't really have good common sense. They don't have social skills when it comes to talking to the opposite gender. Mm-hmm. That goes for the 304s as well, too. You know, the ones that, you know, you come up in the space and then you try to absorb the game. Why absorb the game with a bunch of losers?
I agree with you on that one. Now, M3, sometimes you say some bullshit. Okay.
But it's a good bullshit.
No, this is good. This ain't even bullshit. I like this. Besides the 304s, I like where you going with this, right? Because it makes sense. You got these men that's doing that to turn these hoes into housewives, but then be mad when they don't turn into housewives, they still hoes.
Exactly. See,
and now they hate women. What's that nigga Scar, the hyena hunter? I think that's what happened to him.
Nah, that nigga was just trolling that night.
And then the woman tried to soak up game from the wrong men's that ain't worth the damn. So everybody falling flat on their face.
Exactly.
It's a revolving door that's going nowhere. All right.
See, that was a good breakdown. That was definitely, but it's like 2 more points to it. First, the second one is they got no game. That's the reality.
That part.
And the third one is they're the biggest tricks. Even though they put on that front, talk about the masculinity. They be the ones like flooding these chicks' DMs. You know, they hit that point of desperation. They just, like y'all pretty much was saying, they try to pull any chick in. So when that chick is like,
cash apps easy, sophisticated.
when they
no problem.
sending them cash apps and all that, hitting up the wrong type of females. So like y'all said, when they trying to convert them over, you know, the girl that had all the red flags, then they mad because, you know, they were messing with the wrong chick. So it's kind of like a bratty child, man. I don't get what I want, so I'm gonna kind of cry out about it instead of, you know, targeting the actual good women and learning how to spot those type of females. You know, they keep on going to the same spot.
But first, you got to start within. You got to become a good man to find a good woman. I.e., also you have to become a good woman to find a good man. There's no way around that. Until you become the person you want to be, you're never going to find the person you need.
But see, they want to have it all.
Because there are people you need. Yeah. You need people, certain people in your life. So, M3, that's back to you on Monday, the wants and needs too. But go ahead, carry on.
Yeah. So basically, like, they want to have the privileges like the 304s, but it's not going to work for them like that. You know what I mean? So it's like what you were just saying like a little bit earlier. They want to have all like the privileges that they could get, so they could still be, even though they say they want traditional women, right? But you don't understand it. You're contradicting yourself because you want the women to be traditional because you're looking at yourself as a traditional man, but you're still operating like a modern day type of man. Meaning that, like, okay, if you can't get what you want, like Sophisticated Trick says, you're gonna whine, you're gonna make reaction videos, you're gonna call like these, like, you know, women out, you're gonna call them out the name, but you're never gonna like tell your viewers like, hey, like, you know, before, like, you know, I got mad at this chick or whatever, I slid in her DMs and then she rejected me, you know, and I'm a loser for that, okay? But unfortunately, they're not going to tell you like the bad sides about them. So they want to be technically modern women, okay, while they expect the women to have traditional values, even if the women don't really what's that word I'm looking for? Because, you know, traditional women, unfortunately, we all looked at it like, oh, they was happy, they had a good system going on, but some of them was really miserable. They just put up with
thank you. I'm glad you know that.
I said some. No,
I'm glad you know that.
They only put up with they only put up with those type of men because some of them, they didn't really have the jobs. You know, they couldn't work. So until they had voting rights, voting power, and careers, and some of them have careers that's better than most men. They don't, and you know, there's a lot of incentives like Section 8 or public housing or whatever. So because of those incentives where you don't really necessarily need a man to take care of those essentials, that's where the power kind of shift. You was gonna say something, Mr. Best?
Yeah, I just wanted to welcome in Great Pill Podcast. GP, man, what's good, baby? Anything you want to share about the topic?
Nah, M3 is pretty much hitting everything spot on. I was gonna poke the bear a little bit with Miss Savage because she said something about the men. And I was gonna say you're wrong because unless you're a high value man, you could do whatever you want to do. You don't need no woman. You don't need nobody. If you're high value, got the money, looks, and status, you're good, baby. You're good.
Okay, congratulations. Anyway, I'm
I do
staying
have a
humble
question for the
today.
high white man. But I'll say that.
I'm staying humble today. I'm really not going to
Disagree?
go to the savage part. I do, but
Okay.
I do. Everybody needs somebody. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care all what you look like or nothing. What are you gonna do with it? You just gonna be out here giving it away and fucking all these different bitches? What do you get out of that? Nothing. You don't get nothing out of that. That's nothing. Them men go home miserable as fucking lonely as hell. That's sad. I don't give a shit how much money you got, and it's women the same way though.
Until they
It's
find a new
women
bitch.
like that as well. You said what?
So until they find a new bitch.
Hey, and then they still gonna be miserable. Right after that one is gone, because once he done with her.
How can a high value man?
Wait! Don't call me ma'am. You, sis.
Miss
yo.
Miss Humble, Miss Savage,
I ain't even 40 yet, nigga.
Miss Savage, Miss Humble. How can I be? Or how can the men be lonely or whatever the word you use when they're making 100K, they're getting all the P's, they're getting the women, and if that woman don't want them no more, they can go ahead and switch it up and get them another one.
That's just the physical part of it. What about the actual intellectual part of it? What about the companionship? Just getting pussy is not companionship. That's getting a nut.
But what if they don't need it? What if they don't need intellectual? Their intellectual got them what they got now with their team.
I don't believe that. I don't believe nobody in the world is surviving like that. They could put on the front all they want, but at some point, that's something you're gonna long for. Okay. At some point, maybe younger men could do that for now, but once you get to a certain point in life, in my opinion, because I'm a woman, in my opinion, I feel like you're gonna long for that companionship and somebody to actually have a conversation with, not just to trick off on, because that's all that is. They love it though, for sure. Don't get me wrong. Now I ain't gonna disagree with you on that part.
What they need? What kind of conversations they need? If they're got a high credit score, they're making 100K plus, they're traveling the world. Shout out to Dubai. Blowing
shout out Dubai.
Blowing chicks backs out and all that other good stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And then what conversations do we need to have? Except for, hey, are you good? Of course you good, because I'm carrying you.
Nah,
I'm thanking you.
No.
What conversation? I'm just asking an example. I'll leave it like this. What conversation you think she could provide for this guy that pretty much he feels he has it all financially, physically, and on that level?
What do you mean? What kind?
I'm asking you.
There's so many type of conversations you can have. How's the weather? Did you see the game today? Did you fucking why you rather talk to your homeboys about all this shit? That's crazy.
The weather is beautiful. I don't need you to tell me the weather's beautiful. That's in the comments. I know the weather's beautiful, bitch.
Yeah, all right.
Happy day.
Okay. Look, you got it.
What's next? The weather. What's that?
You got it.
Fox News weather? Okay. There's a beautiful woman over there telling me the weather good. That's in the comments.
You got it, Great Pill.
Okay, all right. I'm done trolling.
Now, those are good questions that they be kind of asking, though.
I think you seen me get fired up the other day and wanted to see it again, but it's okay.
No, man, I don't really put too much emphasis on that. I'm about the conversation. I was just challenging your.
I know what you got going on. It's all good.
I was just challenging your conversation. So you said a few things, so that's not a conversation, though. Telling me the weather, a conversation.
I said multiple than weather, but it's okay.
Okay, I did ask for other options.
It's a lot of shit you could talk about. It's shit that goes on in the world. You can't just only talk to your homeboys about everything. You gotta have somebody to talk to. Unless you're gay.
Oh.
So, I mean, it is what it is. I was gonna say something before we got there, and I done fucking forgot. He done threw me right. Now I gotta smoke some weed. Y'all good? What do we get? Shit. I need a
Yeah,
drink,
so,
and
you
I
know,
ain't even
no-
drinking no more.
No guy wants to be used. So in those scenarios, yeah, because like you look at somebody like Tiger Woods, got all that money, but you know he's always getting finessed and stuff like that. So it might
It's
seem
crazy.
good on the surface, but it's like, you know, after 3 or 4 women just constantly using you, and you don't develop no game or anything, and
Yeah.
people are just there for your resources. You know that can't be a great feeling.
Especially Caucasian women, you know what I mean? Like,
What
you
the?
might have to try to like a different nationality if that's the case. It's just not working out for them. Just being honest.
But great, Pip, what's your take on all that?
Oh, to repeat that, 'cause I was kind of lost when you threw out white women.
You said I threw you off.
Yeah, well, okay. You mind repeating what you just said again, sir?
Nah, what's your whole take on just this whole red pill space and you know, some of the talking points?
Yeah, I mean, I've been down the rabbit hole over a year ago. M3 pretty much just said it best. On that one, he pretty much speaks to me on that one. I guess it's fine to fake it till you make it, but if you're not making it, then it's problematic for self. I think that's pretty much where the issue comes to. But somehow in media, because I even, you know, me and M3 spoke about it before, and my take of it when I see all this, I feel like they're avatars from video game world, because when you get home, you're, or if you're living just nothing but home, you're on the game. So you're a character all day, every day. But then you come here in these type of virtual worlds, you're a character because you're saying you're one thing, but you're really not living what you're saying. And then if you're catching, like, say, 12-hour stream, 6 hours here, you wake up one, you're still seeing wearing the same clothes, everything else is like, okay. But nobody don't question those people. They still stay in that same little bubble amongst themselves, because those type of the same people gravitate to those type of people. So me personally, I prefer free thinking people. I prefer people that like to challenge, like I did with Humbles. I think I, made a little bit nervous a little bit, so she went to go smoke, de-stress a little bit. So, but I like those type of people you can kind of challenge a little bit with just conversation. And it's fine if you don't know the answers, but at least kind of sit back and just kind of learn the answers to certain things. So that's my whole take of it. I don't put too much stock on the red pill stuff. A lot of it's grift, especially the quote unquote the content creators. They're grifters, but a lot of people don't see it.
Okay, I gotta get to Rush's comment. So Rush is still going in the chat. I see you. You say can't keep it 100 with your girl. Know what I mean? You say can't keep it 100 with your girl. The moment you show weakness, put your monkey bridge to a better option.
Well, you can monkey branch regardless. You can still be honest. You can still monkey branch.
I'm gonna need him to learn how to spell.
Bye.
Spell what?
Weakness.
Oh.
Well, you know.
No, nothing. If you want to talk that shit, make sure you everything correct.
Well, he's speaking.
Come on, man. That's how we acting right now, though, Sam. That's petty than a motherfucker, though.
Savage being petty as hell.
Say, Patty LaBelle, nigga, get with it or get lost. I'm petty as fuck.
And you got up close. God, dog.
Okay, we playing that. Okay, all right. Let me go ahead and get my trap card.
Get it out.
Let me get out my pocket. All right,
Thank you, Quantum. Thank you, Quantum. Thank you, man.
Since we're speaking petty now, do you mind resurfacing the conversation that you took a smoke break about what to say in general, right? I'm a guy. I'm about 50-50. So what conversations you can have with me as a guy in general?
You say you're 56?
Yeah, she mentioned earlier about a man cannot be alone. He needs somebody, aka a woman, and that woman can add real conversations to a man's life. So she never really gave an answer. She gave one, but I challenged it. She walked away, gave her smoke break. So now I'm saying, okay, screw the high down.
Multiple things. What are you talking about?
No, you kind of said I challenged one.
But listen, to go off of it,
you just want you to give them examples.
We're not going to have a conversation because you're 56. That's what. So
I'm who?
You said you're 56, right?
No, I didn't say about my age.
Oh, I thought I heard 56. Okay, I'm about to say we wasn't having a conversation.
That is probably number 2. I'm not even listening to the conversation.
Oh, I don't listen. And I'll tell you that too.
Case closed.
I always do say that women don't
give
be
a fuck.
listening, though, so it's a proven fact. But anyway.
After a while, I don't give a fuck. So it's not that I don't listen to you. I just don't care.
Okay. After a while of the question, or after a while of time you put on the platform?
After a while of shit I don't give a fuck about, I stop listening. So this shit that whoever Russia is talking about is asinine. So I don't even know what's going on anymore.
See that again? We're not even talking about Rush. I just moved from Rush and talked about a question that was.
Oh, you too, though.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Yeah,
fair enough. Ignorance is bliss, everybody. Continue. I'll be done. I'm good.
What was the question, Gray Pill?
The question is, and I'll even reverse it back on the men's side. So, Mr. Jerk, so what would you provide for a woman if she's not high value, or if she is? Because Miss Savage claimed that she said, hey, a woman can provide good conversation, but she couldn't give her answer. So now reversing the men. What can a man provide for the women, high value or not?
Can I say something just real quick before Sophisticated Jerk answers that?
Sure.
So Great Pill, just keeping it 100, right?
Yeah.
So you're telling me that you're telling me that you can have a conversation with a man and it's fulfilling and satisfying to you, right? But if you have a conversation with a woman, you don't think that it can be more satisfying and fulfilling, bro?
Well, first of all, I didn't say I can have a fulfilling conversation with a man. I think that's gay talk. That's number one. Two,
the reason why I put it out there like that, right? Because if I say something else, it's gonna be so nitpicked. So I'm just like, fuck it. I'm just throwing it all in the pot, and I just want to get an answer. Like, so you're kind of putting out there like, if you're a high value man, that he don't need to have any conversation because he can do what he wants. He don't need no conversation, nothing from a woman.
Yeah, nothing from a woman
that he can get from his partners.
I actually have a question about that too.
But hold on, my bad. No. But hold on. But I was framing it only not for now. I was framing it for the women because he mentioned, and we'll stick it to what you're saying. Frame it to where the woman, what conversation can the woman have that he already fulfilled for himself? He's good. He got the money. He got the status. His credit's good. He's traveling. He's making supplemental income just by sleeping. So what can a woman provide to him? If the one option was mentioning conversation. So what can you tell this man, have a conversation with this man about that he claims, that superficial man claims that he already has?
So you're just basing this on conversation, not just on a woman, period.
Yeah, that was the argument.
Yeah, he's going up for what I said.
That was the argument. Because saying the weather is good doesn't mean shit to a high value man, a self-proclaiming one.
Yeah, because you can end up having a conversation with a woman and it lead to other things, you know what I'm saying?
Such as?
So that's why I just put it in a whole different, sense. I mean, like I feel what you're saying, you high-powered man, high-value man, you can get whatever you want, but it's almost like you're trying to minus that a high-value man would not want the opportunity to have a down, real, foot to the ground about him woman on his side, bro.
And that's correct.
Like it's like you're dismissing that because he has the money and he can go and get any woman he wants.
Well, that could be true because that type of man would not the time would do that. So that's why I'm challenging that conversation. So if that woman feels, or she even I hope she sees that if that type of man isn't entertaining that, what you just said, then why would that type of woman stick with that man?
I do have a question about the high value man thing. Sophisticated Drake, I know you was going to answer, right?
Let him answer. I put a whole monkey wrench in that because I just wanted to see where it's coming from. Answer that, Sophisticated, though.
Great, Bill. Ask the question one more time so I make sure I answer it right.
No, you're good. So, pretty much the same question. The woman, what can she add to the man, the high value man? So we'll flip it. So what can a man add, or add whatever value he can add to the woman, whether she's high value or not?
As far as like a conversation and stuff?
Yes.
So, I mean, you could offer a lot of things. First of all, you could bring, are you entertaining? Do you got charm? Bring humor. So if I'm talking to somebody, I mean, Because even if we revert it back to the female, if you're that guy, you could pull like a good conversation out of a female. You get her in front of you, you start talking about whatever, you know, and you start piquing that interest, she's going to start being receptive back. So a lot of times, you know, females are kind of waiting for you to engage the conversation. So yeah, I mean, I think if you bring them things and you're just an interesting person, you know, the conversation's just going to flow, you know, especially if they feeling you like that. If they coming out on a date with you and it's not on no, I'm using this person for some resources, that means they are showing a general interest in you. So, you know, you just got to kind of, what they say, like a female like is attracted to you, it's on you not to mess that up at that point.
Let me answer this question then, right? So I'm gonna give you an example. Everyone knows.
Hey, M3, hold on 1 second. M3, hey, Great Pill, did you get your answer?
Yeah, I did. It was just general, just for everybody if they want to dive in on it.
Yeah, I'm still gonna provide the answer anyways, though, right? But just in comparison. So everybody knows like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, right?
Who says that man name like that?
I do.
We call him The Rock, bro. We call him The Rock.
That's it.
But look, I'm just making it clear because like people don't know who The Rock is. All right, Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock. So, anyways, right for the people in chat.
That's right. Talk your shit.
Yo, my man said government.
So look. Everybody knows like his ex-wife, Danny Garcia. You guys know, right?
I don't know who it is.
No.
Okay, see, that's why I gotta give out the government names. All right, so Danny Garcia is The Rock's ex-wife, who was also his manager, you know, during his wrestling career and his acting career as well too, because he did acting on the side along with wrestling. So, in other words, right, the right type of woman could actually add some type of value if you give her a role that she's good at. So, I mean, not every wife is good with management, but it could be good with something else. So I'm just putting that out there because there are some, and even still to this day, she is his ex-wife, but she still like helps like, you know, co-manage the XFL, and I think she still does other things like, you know, for his career, you know, which I wouldn't know why they were ever divorced, but hey, you know, she still like, you know, adds some type of value to a man's life. The problem is, you know, anytime when a man is saying like, or a quote unquote high value man is saying like, no woman will add anything to his life, that's because you're still looking for 304s. And 304s have nothing, no value.
That's a crocus. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I don't be understanding.
The only value
I don't understand that.
The only value they have is just sex, and that's it. And they're like trophy.
Right.
Well, no, they're not even wives. They're just trophy biatches. Okay.
Right.
So, you know, they add no, like, you know, intrinsic value whatsoever to a man's life. Now, let me get to my other question because I was going to ask a question about high value men. Okay. Now, we hear this so many times, but if you take away, like, you know, your YouTube bragging rights and you go out there to the real world, how will like the average woman know that you're a high value man? Do you have to let her know, hey, I'm a high value man, you know, or do you have to like, you know, give her a substantial amount of money so she'll see that you're a high value? I always wondered that. Or do you have to be on the news for her to like, you know that you're high value like Drake?
Good question. I think sometimes if you carry yourself a certain way, people can put two and two together. But there are a lot of guys that lead with money, you know, so that is a thing. And those are the guys that get taken advantage of. So, yeah, I think if you carry yourself a certain way and you engage somebody the right way, then, you know, and you got the character, that should be high value.
Certain
a lot of
spaces you be in, all that, man. All that takes place, man.
Mm-hmm.
How you a high value and you in the same spaces and shit as these other motherfuckers, though? Like, you know what I mean?
So you have to get.
I mean, we just gotta keep it 100, bro. Like some of this shit is just fucking cut and dry. Like man, that shit wild, bro.
Yeah.
Like I literally, like, I ain't even gonna bullshit, man. Like over the years, you know what I'm saying? Because I done gotten older. You know what I'm saying? I ain't high value or none of that shit. I ain't the best looking dude or none of that, but I had to turn down my shit, bro, because like I was a little too fucking aggressive, and it wasn't stopping nothing. But I had to kind of like check myself, like, damn, bro, you know what I mean? You going hella hard for like no reason, you know what I'm saying? And it's like the whole manosphere thing. It's like I be kind of seeing that because I used to kind of be like that, you know what I'm saying? Like you ain't fucking with me unless you putting some type of bread in my pocket, or you know, you spending on some food or whatever we got going, some get like all that shit, bro. Like that was the attitude I had because I didn't need these hutches, bro. Like I'm doing my, you know what I'm saying? I don't need them. So like I understand when I be seeing the manosphere and how they be talking, bro, but like I had to like check myself on some of that shit because it was just like that shit hella out, bro. Like, yeah, you can be out there and bumping everything you want to bump out there in these streets and all that because you can, you know what I'm saying? And because of your status, you know what I'm saying? People know you in your hood or your area, you feel me? So you got it like that. That's nothing new, bro. That's nothing new. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like when I be hearing this shit and all that, and it's just like, okay, whatever, man. And then I know people that weren't high value and had the baddest hutches, bro, and they breaking bread. They had the money. You know what I'm saying? They was high value hutches, bro. I'm from the Bay Area. We got spots called Almaden Valley and shit. My partner's going up over there messing with these hutches, bro. I'm going over there messing with them, you know what I'm saying, up in these houses, bro. Like, come on, man, let's get serious, man. Put some reality in this shit. Like, you know, and then when you get all this talk coming in and whoop-de-whoop and everything, like, it's just funny as fuck. Because don't nobody know who any of us are in real life, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't know our path, you know, nothing. And that goes for everybody. But it's just like when people put these certain things out there and make it as law, and it's just so fucking like out there, bro. It's just like, man, what are we doing, bro? Like that's adding more toxic shit.
For real, it does.
But Big Rig, I like what you said, man, because one of the things like you pointed out is like why I think all of us on this panel don't have like issues is because, man, we took that time to self-reflect. And it's like, man, you got to address your own like thoughts, you know, kind of pointing out what Mr. Beth led the conversation with, man. What's your vices? You know, how do you go about fixing yourself? You know, and I think a lot of them dudes, man, they never want to take that time to be like, why am I having trouble? Why do I keep going after the same prototype of woman? You know, that's probably bad for me and stuff. So I like what you said, man.
Man, off top, I gotta give a shout out to people who just checked in. Salute to Lady E. Lady E, what's good? Good to see you. The subject is, what are your vices? You know what I'm saying? I don't know where Savagely Humble went. Hopefully she'll be back soon. You know what I'm saying? It's a high value mindset, attitude, or financial status. That's true, twin. That's true. You know what I mean? I'm trying to wait for her to come back. I know she just dropped down for a minute. But yeah, it's definitely true, man. And Riggs, you know, we're just cooking, man. He was just letting you know, like, how it used to be and how it wasn't really, like, beneficial. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes people working together. You know what I mean? He says high value will seem like people who have the vision to establish foundation, authority to build, and wisdom to solve problems. Okay. All right, great. Could give a shout out to Lady E. All right. So yeah. But yeah, y'all, you know what I mean? I don't know where Savagely Humble went. I'm gonna try to reach her behind the scenes, but look, y'all, you know what I mean? Look, this is episode 2. All right. This is Savagely Intellectual Soapbox. You know what I mean? And the topic was, what is your vices? I don't think Great Pill even answered that question, man. Great Pill, what are your vices?
He the one set it off. He need to answer that.
What happened?
What are your vices?
My vices? What you mean?
A vice is something that you can't live without, like an addiction or a habit or
I love my internet. Now we're gonna have an ignorant person. Oh, porn or no, idiot. I just love the information it provides. You know, Google is my best friend. Wiki, all that good stuff. Every time, you know, I like to challenge. if people get challenged, I like to get challenged. If I hear something like, said some good stuff, M3, 84, Big Slapping, anybody else said some good stuff in the chat, and it hits a light bulb for me, I like to dive into it. So I would say internet. What's another one? Love to cook. So again, it goes back to the internet too. I'm a sucker for cooking it. That's one thing I can't live without, so food. And I guess good conversation with people. So that will be like one thing that adding context to answer that I was trying to get the answer to a question I was asking about what can a woman provide for a man. It's just been a good sociable conversation. That's what I would like for my woman. That's one thing I couldn't live without. And if I'm hurt, down, sick, whatever, she's there. She got my back. That's a plus for me. Somebody can learn me to enough to where we can not read each other's mind, but understand one another close enough to the point it's like, all right, let me just check up on my man real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because you can understand people's behavior. So I think that's a few things I can't live without.
Mm-hmm.
So great, Phil. What's a high value man?
Salute again, Rush.
Hold on. Rush is. I'm a Rush is cooking a little bit more. And no, you cool. He says every man that got breasts should move like Leonardo DiCaprio. Okay. Okay. I don't know how Leonardo DiCaprio moving because I don't really study him like that. I like his films. I think his films is dope. But yeah. Oh
yeah, I'm trying to figure that one out too though. But Leonardo, I mean, he be having some hunches though. I ain't gonna even. He be doing what he want to do, basically.
Yeah, I don't be living through all these people's lifestyles. It's a lot. I mean, I have my people like movie stars you kind of grew up under, and you want to track their statuses and a lot of stuff because I'm a movie buff. But living through their lives like that's kind of warped. The same thing like the YouTube people. They'll follow some people knowing it's not who they are. I'm like, dog, that's not your hero. Shout out to Pearly Thing. Well,
my bad.
Hypocrisy is real. No, I'm done. But the hypocrisy is real.
The only thing I always wondered, when it comes to these type of talking points, right? When it comes to, high value men and the women's situation and doing what you want, because I get it. Trust me, I get it. But how long is that supposed to be? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you can be rich till you die, right? Let's say you're rich till you delete. Like, so is that just gonna happen until then? Like, basically, when you are finally gone, like you don't have nobody by your side. You just have like your acquaintances and shit. I mean, like. Like when you get older, like don't you kind of want somebody that's like there for you?
No.
No.
Slava, you're speaking. You're 100% right. But what you're doing is you're speaking on a higher level, right? You move.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. That's what I said.
You're breaking down a lot of layers. But what happened is those people on that other end, they not saying you're not, brother, but you might have people that say, "Hey, I'm a workaholic. I was raised to be corporate. I was raised to be this," and then that's all they know. And then by the time it's too late, and it's like, okay, woe is me, I wish. But it just comes to a tit for tat in that type of conversation or that thought mindset. Like I don't know you from a can of paint, but you're saying some stuff that had me thinking, right? So I'll leave from here with a big slap of mindset. Like, man, he really put me on something real quick. So let me try to. Not live that to the fullest, but let me break that down a little bit and add that to my life. But then I'll plant that seed to somebody else. And that's how it's supposed to work for me. But unfortunately, you have people so stuck on their idiocy and their own negative or toxic ideas, then it becomes a back and forth tick for tat for life.
Well, you gotta. I look at it also. The rest in peace, KS, bro. But he really didn't say anything new. He just said something that just got out there. A lot of men took heed to it. I liked a lot of the things he said. I like to building the man. I like all of that. But he was even telling the women, bro, like, you're gonna die alone. He was trying to give them game. So I don't know why the men. I don't know if they just take it as okay. That's just what it is with just them. But if you're living a certain way all the way till you just rock out, ain't that gonna be kind of the same for you?
Yeah, I agree with that, Big Rig, because just look at Hugh Hefner. You know, back in the day, everybody wanted to live that lifestyle. But when he was dying, all those tell-all things was coming out about him. People was just like dogging him out. Nobody was really by his side and stuff like that. So I think sometimes, when people paint that picture, like you saying, Big Rig, they don't look at the long-term effects of that, and it's going to end in the same capacity. Like I said, you're a resource to somebody, so they come in there just to get that cash, and it's just like when you in that frail state, them females jump ship quick, got remarried, they was all in other shows and stuff like that. So yeah, it's going to be the same end result. So yeah, people gotta, with this relationship stuff, it's supposed to be balanced. Like, hey, we have an issue, they might have an issue. What's the problems? Where we good at, and what we need to fix individually, and I, like you said earlier, it's just like, man, you got to self-reflect at a certain point.
A lot of people ain't trying to hear that, jerk. I got a cousin.
No, they ain't, but they're gonna have the repercussions.
Yeah, that's just true. That's true. I got a cousin. His country is all get out. He'll be saying some stuff, and I look and roll my eyes like yo, cuz, like his last relationship, right? I thought she was the best girl for him. Well, that's a balanced relationship, right? He's a workaholic. He's a person that can get a job quick. If something happens, he can get a job. Always holding out 2 jobs. And she was that balance. Like, she'd do everything in the house, make sure his life was easy for him, but he was just always nitpicking, had something to say, or purposely start something so a controversy happened. I'm like, cuz, what are you doing? And then now the relationship ended. And then if he's wrong, he's wrong. And I call him out on it. But when he's right, I don't say anything. But when he's wrong, he'll speak about a relationship like she was the main absolute reason why they ended. I'm like, no, that's not true. It was you too. Now, she might did the ultimate betrayal, but guess what led up to it? Your buffoonery. And that's something people need to look at too.
I gotta welcome in Queen. So Queen, good to see you. Always happy to see you, Queen. Know what I'm saying? So and Rush, you going in on these comments, though. You're gonna have to come up here, you keep going in.
Get up here, Rush, man. Come on. You going hard down there.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. Come on in, brother. Come on in. So Saturday Humble, she'll probably come right back. I know she's working on some stuff, but Queen. So the question is, Queen, are you there, Queen? Queen? Hello?
Bueller.
Wait, did Queen come up to fall asleep?
Uh-oh. When I alarm 3.
Hey, I got it though. Wake up, Queen. Wake up, Queen. Wake up.
Introduction of the prom. Blue alligator. What's up, blue alligator?
What up, Queen? It's fine to see, good to see your weight.
Whatever.
The question of the topic is, what are your vices? Your vices, things that you can't live without, things that, they may be bad habits or good habits. You know what I mean? I know one of your vices is candy. You love candy, right? So, what are your vices?
Hey, don't be telling my business. Let's see. I think video games. My crafting supplies and stuff. That really helps me. Vices. You talking about just things or people or what? Anything?
All of the above.
My family, both siblings and friends that I consider family. My husband, at times I don't like him, but things that I don't feel like I can live without. Little things. Nothing like the water, ocean. I need water. I need a pool. I need water somewhere. So, yeah. That's it. And my car. I can't live without the wheels.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you.
Okay.
Mario, M3, did they kick you out of the prom yet?
Hey, I'm always welcome to the proms. You know.
They carded you. They told you to get out.
You know, prom night is this weekend too though. Free food, free drinks, free everything.
Hey, I got a quick question. Can I, hey, Queen.
No.
Because you just said something as one of your vices, right?
I'm not answering your question, Big Rick. Now go ahead.
And you know, a lot of different women that I've talked to, they've always liked the water. What is it with the freaking water? You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a lake, whether it's you know what I mean, the ocean, the beach.
It's relaxing. I mean, I grew up. My parents, you know, they took us swimming. My dad taught us how to swim. We always went to the beach. We always, no matter where we were, we always found the beach, even if we was out of the country. So, yeah, I just love pools. I love water, and I can disappear in the water for hours. It's just really relaxing. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm a beach bum.
Also, women give birth. You know, when they give birth, they use the water to give birth too. So I think that's another big thing too. You know what I mean? Connection to that.
Yeah. None of my family gave birth.
Welcome back, sister. Welcome back.
But I know people who have given birth in water in the pools and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Savage Humble, you still there? Oh, she fell asleep too.
Man, either that, man, or she forgot to pay for her internet bill.
M3, do you really want her coming for you?
Hey,
I think you need to slow down.
I think you need to slow down too, though. Okay.
You ain't ready.
Look.
For that smoke.
You talking about this water stuff, but can you even swim?
I can
swim. She was coming at everybody though. Savage, she cold.
I know,
I
man.
can swim.
Savagely aggressive.
Gray Pill got all quiet. I was like, damn.
I was listening to y'all.
He like, man, I'm just gonna switch it to the guys at this point, you know.
I'm sorry, what happened?
Good to see you back.
Oh, you back? Okay, I'm back. I'm listening to the podcast. I don't know what's going on right now. You got.
Savage came back and she came back with feedback. God damn.
Oh man.
Shit. Sorry.
What you listening to, Savage?
Amazon Prime.
Bruh.
Why E ain't up here? She's talking about water brings peace and serenity. Why don't you bring your serenity stuff up here?
Man, she ain't coming up here. But look,
How we get all quiet like this? What's going on? Come on, man.
Y'all start talking about water and y'all start getting calm.
I still got feedback.
No, you good.
I had a little technical electrical issue. Shit start flickering over here. I said, see, talking to y'all niggas, the devil coming to get me.
Yeah, Gray Pill was just talking about how everything you said just didn't make any sense. So I was like, damn, I hope she come back.
Oh man.
Don't start this shit, Rig.
He wanted round two.
Listen, I done smoked my weed.
Hey, Gray Pill been on fire though, man. I've been telling him that, man. I've been watching this dude moving, bro. He will call the question real fast.
Rush been on fire in these comments, so I see you, Rush.
I know, man. He been such a good keyboard warrior, man.
Yeah, Rush been going hard.
Rush, let me help the algorithm. Let me help the algorithm out.
Sucker free is the campaign.
Exactly. Mimi K, if you're still in the chat, what are your vices?
Man. Well, listen, y'all. Look, we got another stream in about half an hour. I need to go handle some business. Okay.
Let's cut this thing, man.
Obviously, Humble she need to go to sleep because she's super tired. You know what I'm saying? And the rest of us got to do some other chill shit. But you know what I mean? Listen, stay tuned. Okay. To Knowledge and Relationship, we got a bomb interview coming up. You know what I mean? She said take an extra long baths. I'm with you on that one, BK.
Okay.
I like the baths too. I'm with the baths as well. Now, with that being said, y'all, like and subscribe to the channel. Like and subscribe to all the podcasts you've seen on here. Great Pill, Big Rick Slaps. Everybody, I heard that y'all had a dope live earlier. Big Rig, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, definitely, you heard. So, you know what I mean? Salute to Rush. Salute to everybody in the chat. Lady E. You know what I mean? Quantum Twin, I see you. You know what I mean? Mimi K, I see you. You know what I mean? So thank you for everybody for pulling up, man, showing love. Tune in to Knowledge and Relationships, all right? At 6 p.m. We
Easily Rigged Tuesday nights.
Interview, all right? And listen, and watch that replay for Easily Rigged from last night. They were chopping it up something heavy. If you missed it, you dissed it. You know what I'm saying? You got dissed. You got dissed it. You feel me? I'm trying to put some rhymes together, but it ain't working. But it is what it is. You feel me? So with that being said, y'all, like, subscribe to all our channels, man. Show some love. Show support the Queen. You can follow Queen on Instagram and all that. She got an Instagram page. You know what I'm saying? Follow her on Instagram, whatever. But yeah, man, show love to everybody. And Shafi Humble is trying to be on every show. She's probably gonna pull up to the show tonight.
I keep telling y'all my DMs open. Slide in.
Oh my God. This is an intellectual show by 5
Hey, I'm kidding. Please don't do it. You
know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? She's saying a lot of stuff, but she don't mean it, all right? Don't take it too literally, y'all. No, all right? Okay, so with that being said, y'all, we love y'all. You know what I'm saying? And we are out. DJ.